Hey there, ready for another deep dive?
Always.
Today we're tackling YouTube insights.
Sounds good.
And get this, our source is a creator who's made over 2,000 videos.
Wow, 2,000.
That's right, 2,000. They've got a document called, After Creating 2,000 YouTube Videos, Here's What I Learned.
That's got to be packed with good stuff.
It is, and we're going to uncover the best tips for anyone who wants to grow on YouTube.
Whether they're just starting out or
hitting those roadblocks.
Yep.
First up,
Yeah.
let's bust that myth that YouTube's easy mode.
Oh, yeah. The mix.
You know those thumbnails?
Huh, yeah.
The ones that make it look like instant success.
Like they just woke up and are rolling in cash. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, our creator, they're like, nope, that's not how it works.
Right, it takes work.
They're all about just posting to get going.
Which makes sense, getting started.
But, and this is key,
Okay.
not without a strategy.
Definitely not.
Research and planning are crucial.
Makes sense, just like any other platform.
Exactly. So you don't have to be perfect right away.
Right.
But you got to understand what works on YouTube.
And why?
Yep. They even recommend studying those successful videos,
Oh, interesting.
like breaking down their formulas.
Getting into the nitty-gritty.
Exactly. And there's one formula they highlight.
Okay.
It's called the hook-proof preview structure.
Hook-proof preview.
Yeah, and it's super important,
Got it.
especially in those first few seconds.
Oh, the beginning. Okay.
Right, think about it. You got to hook the viewer in.
Make them want to watch.
Right. A bold question, maybe, or a surprising visual.
Grab their attention.
Then you got to prove you've got what they need.
Show your expertise.
Yeah, or tease that solution to their problem.
Make them think, I need to see this.
And then the preview.
Give them a taste of what's coming.
Exactly, keeps them watching.
Clever.
So it's all about showing them your video's worth their time.
Right from the get-go.
Right. But then there's this whole other challenge.
Uh.
Standing out in a sea of creators. Finding your unique voice.
That's the big one.
It is, and our creators' experience here is fascinating.
Okay, tell me more.
They came from a television background.
So they were already comfortable on camera.
Oh yeah, they had that presence down pat.
But that wasn't enough for YouTube.
That's what they found.
Interesting.
So just being comfortable on camera, not the magic bullet.
What was the key then?
They discovered it was storytelling.
Storytelling.
That's what truly connected with viewers.
Makes them feel something.
And keeps them engaged.
Right. It's not just information.
It's about weaving narratives that resonate.
That makes sense, like those day-in-the-life vlogs.
Oh, good example.
You're not just watching someone's routine, you're in their story.
Exactly. And speaking of vlogging,
Yeah.
our creator, they actually struggled with it at first.
Really?
They were just talking to the camera.
Like everyone knew them already.
Exactly. And it didn't click with new viewers.
They needed something more.
They did. It wasn't until they started focusing on specific behind-the-scenes activities.
Okay, more targeted.
Yeah, things that aligned with their niche.
That's when things started to click.
It did. So even with vlogging.
There needs to be a purpose,
Exactly. It's about being intentional with what you share.
not just random rambling.
Right. And this ties into another big point they make.
Images.
Embracing failure. Seeing it as a learning opportunity.
Oh, that's a tough one.
They call it failing forward.
Failing forward.
I think every creator struggles with this.
Totally. It's easy to get discouraged.
Especially when a video doesn't do well.
You push your heart into it and then...
Yeah, it flops.
Yeah.
But our creator says shift that mindset.
Okay, how?
Focus on what you can learn from every video.
Even the failures.
Especially those.
So what worked, what didn't?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what can you do differently next time?
Turn those setbacks into stepping stones.
They also talk about slowing down to speed up.
That sounds counterintuitive.
It does, right?
So what's that all about?
It's about recognizing that sometimes taking more time to plan
Taking your time.
can actually lead to faster growth later on.
So, interesting.
It's about being thoughtful and intentional.
Rather than just churning out content.
Right. Quality over quantity.
Well,
It's like measure twice, cut once.
Right. Definitely better than rushing and having to start over.
And speaking of taking your time, our creator also talks about breaks.
Breaks from YouTube.
Yep. They weren't afraid to step away.
Even when they were worried it would hurt their channel.
Exactly. And here's the surprising part.
What?
Their channel kept growing even during a 6-month break.
A 6-month break.
I know, it sounds crazy.
It goes against everything you hear about YouTube.
Right. But their experience shows us something.
What's that?
The algorithm's smarter than we think.
Okay, tell me more.
It recognizes when people are engaged with a video.
Even if the creator isn't posting new stuff.
Exactly. So sometimes stepping back can actually help.
Huh. Like hitting the refresh button?
It's like that, yeah, for your creativity and for you.
Makes sense.
Our creator found that breaks helped them avoid burnout.
And they came back even stronger.
They did. They actually grew faster after taking breaks.
Wow. That's pretty powerful.
It is. And there's another thing that might surprise you.
What's that?
They recommend focusing on one platform at a time.
Really?
Yeah. And I know we always hear about being on all the platforms.
Right. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram.
The whole shebang.
It's the multi-platform mantra.
But our creator, they found that juggling everything,
It was holding them back.
especially on YouTube.
So they were spreading themselves too thin.
Yeah, it's like trying to master 5 instruments at once.
You might make some noise, but
But you're not going to be a virtuoso.
not on any of them.
Exactly.
So they focused solely on YouTube.
And honed their strategy.
And that led to another key takeaway.
Oh, tell me about it.
They talk about prioritizing viewer experience.
Your experience.
Yeah, they want creators to think about.
To think about what? How their videos make people feel.
Oh, interesting.
So it's not just about the information.
It's the overall experience.
Exactly.
I like that.
And they even share this story
Okay.
about how they used to be super loud and animated in their videos.
Oh, wow.
Lots of hand gestures, dramatic expressions.
I can relate to that sometimes, getting carried away.
Uh-huh. Yeah, me too.
But then what?
They started getting feedback
Oh, no.
from viewers who found it distracting.
Oh, so it's turning people off.
It was something they thought added personality.
Could actually be a detriment.
If it's not resonating with your audience,
That's a good point.
it is. And the creator took the feedback to heart.
Good for them.
They adjusted their on-camera presence.
So they were willing to learn and grow.
They were. They didn't let their ego get in the way.
That's important.
It is. And by focusing on that enjoyable viewing experience,
Okay.
they were able to keep viewers coming back for more.
Makes sense.
So sometimes you got to step back,
Yep.
assess your strengths and weaknesses.
And be open to making adjustments.
Exactly. And sometimes it means toning it down.
Right. Finding that balance.
Now, let's talk about something that might make some creators cringe.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
Thumbnails and titles.
The dreaded thumbnails and titles.
It's where the rubber meets the road, right?
It is. You could have the best video in the world.
But if the thumbnail and title don't grab people...
No one's clicking.
Exactly. And what's interesting,
Yeah.
our creator, they resisted this idea at first.
Oh, really? Why?
They thought the content should speak for itself.
Come on, the thumbnail can't be that important.
Yeah, that's basically what they thought.
Oh, I bet they learn.
They did. Once they started putting more effort into those thumbnails
Okay.
and researching and crafting their titles strategically,
What?
they saw a huge impact on their channel's growth.
So they were proven wrong.
They were. Big time.
So what's the secret sauce?
Well, first of all, they need to be visually appealing and attention-grabbing.
Like a billboard stopping people as they scroll.
Exactly. And the title needs to be just as compelling.
Make them want to click.
Yep. Pique their curiosity.
And then,
Those first 30 seconds of the video,
the beginning again.
they're crucial. The creator really emphasizes that.
Okay, so what should we do?
Make that initial experience engaging
To hook viewers in.
and increase retention.
So it's like a 1-2 punch, right?
It is a strong thumbnail and title to get that click.
And then a captivating opening to keep them watching.
Exactly. An irresistible viewing experience from start to finish.
Start to finish.
And this all goes back to that big idea we've been talking about.
Which one's that?
Intentionality.
Intentionality, right?
Okay, so let's recap.
Sounds good.
We've covered a lot.
We have. What stands out to you?
It's amazing how this creator story can make you really think.
It does. It reminds you that YouTube isn't just about the numbers.
It's about connecting with people.
Real human connection.
And it makes me think back to that one platform idea.
Oh, focusing on just one.
Yeah. Do you think spreading yourself too thin
Good question.
could actually hurt your unique voice?
I think so. You could lose focus.
Dilute your message.
Exactly. And think about the thumbnails and titles.
Right, they're more than just clickbait.
They're like an extension of your voice
Visually communicating who you are.
and who you're talking to.
So being intentional with every part of your channel.
Not just the videos themselves,
It's about the whole package.
the whole experience you create.
In those first 30 seconds,
Oh, yeah, gotta nail those.
captivating, engaging, give people a reason to stay.
Make a strong first impression.
Totally. And let's not forget about breaks.
Breaks are important.
It's easy to get caught up in the hustle,
I feel like you have to be creating all the time.
constantly posting.
But stepping back can actually help.
Like come back with fresh eyes.
Exactly. A fresh perspective.
And remember,
Yeah.
even when you're taking a break, The algorithm's still working.
It doesn't stop.
If your content is good,
And connects with your audience.
it'll keep reaching people.
That's reassuring.
It is. So you don't have to be chained to the upload button.
Quality over quantity.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into YouTube,
Yeah.
what's the one thing you'd tell someone starting out?
One thing. I'd say, enjoy the journey.
The journey, yeah.
Don't be afraid to experiment.
Try new things.
Make mistakes and learn from them.
Learn from your mistakes, yeah.
And most importantly, have fun.
Have fun. YouTube's an amazing platform.
It is, for sharing what you love.
And connecting with people who love the same things.
And don't forget to dive deep.
Dive deep.
The best insights are often hidden.
Like we did today.
Exactly. Be curious, be intentional.
And never stop learning.
Happy creating.